And I'm Rashid Acker. Welcome to this week's episode of Obtv.
As you may know, February is Black History Month, a time to pay tribute to the contributions of African Americans who excelled and overcame various obstacles.
The aftermath of the trials that today we have their legacy that we use for our inspiration. This week's episode of Obtv will pay homage to that history by recognizing and celebrating Black excellence.
You may ask, what is Black excellence?
We at Obtv define it as someone of African descent who portrays great qualities and abilities that make their fellow men and women proud.
At O'Brien, we have many people, students, parents, and staff that portray Black excellence on a daily basis.
Our first segment features an OB student by the name of Kimberlyn Jones, who displays Black excellence in her own way. Take it away, Kimberlyn.
I am a strong Black woman by Kimberlyn Jones. I am a strong Black woman, a strong Black woman I am. To the Black man, I see you march in the streets and fight for racial equality for your kind. I am your kind. We all sit here and grind. I get double your discrimination and still stand with you. Don't I stand the right to fight too? In Washington, dear Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, I have a dream. But I have a dream too. I want to wear whatever I want and make speeches without being ridiculed. You had the opportunity to speak about racial equality for all human race. And then you had the nerve to look me in my face and tell me, an African American woman, to just stand behind and watch. I was denied the right to voice my opinion. I'm a strong Black woman, a strong Black woman I am. I'm not genderizing the civil rights movement. I'm fighting for the same thing you're fighting for. Don't you think women need some improvement? I am the Rosa Parks alongside the Malcolm X. I'm the Dorothy Height standing by the Martin Luther King Jr. I am the backbone of the civil rights movement. I am the civil rights stem. I connect the outsiders to the movement. I educate the young Black people about the fight. I make them strong and educated. Understand our fight. Understand my fight. I'm a strong Black woman, a strong Black woman I am. Picture this. I could be Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman to be a justice of the Supreme Court. And yes, she's indeed African American. I could be Charlotte E. Ray, the first African American woman to be a lawyer. I am a strong Black woman, a strong Black woman I am. Civil Rights Act of 1964 that outlawed discrimination. 1972 Education Act that outlawed discrimination within education. What more do I want, you ask? Acceptance. Acceptance within the society. Double the discrimination within this hurtful nation. Thank you.
Next up, as we continue on the path of excellence, we have Nima Nazir with this week's OB360, where she speaks to staff, students, and asks them about the relevance of Black history in their lives and gives her personal perspective on it.
Good morning, OB, and this is Naima Nazir. On this week's OB360, I will be talking about Black history. As we all know, February is Black History Month, and I will be interviewing a student, a faculty, and I will be asking them why Black history is significant to them. Good morning, OB. I'm Naima Nazir, and I'm here with Jimmy Bush, and I'm going to ask her a question. So why is Black History Month so significant to you?
Well, Black History Month is significant to me because oftentimes in history I feel like Black people's achievements aren't highlighted, and Black History Month provides an outlet to highlight and showcase these achievements. Additionally, Black History Month is not just from one month. Black history is American history.
I'm here with Nurse Peace, and I'd like to know, why is Black History Month so significant to you?
Okay, so I'd like to share why Black History Month is significant to me from a nursing perspective. And what I'd like to share with all students at the O'Brien School is that about a black woman who was the first African-American nurse to graduate from a nursing program in the United States. Happened right here in Massachusetts at the New England Hospital for Women and Children. It was a 16-month program, very, very hard, very rigorous, but she was among the 42 who completed that program. She was born actually in Dorchester, and she lived right around the corner from a house that I used to live in when I first came to Boston in 1980 on Warwick Street. It's still there, and she was inducted to I believe it's the National Negro Hall of Fame because of being the first black woman to graduate from a nursing program here in Massachusetts.
As you can see, OB, we have black excellence and brilliance within our own community. Let's take advantage of the history that we have at our fingertips. Thank you, Nurse Peace, for that history lesson on nursing. So although Black History Month is significant to African Americans, we can see that there are many descendants throughout the African culture. The many descendants include people from the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Trinidad, Puerto Rico, and many other countries. So even though Black History is only a month, we should take the time to celebrate Black accomplishments throughout the whole year and every year. That's it for this week's OB 360. Back at you.
Another strong and informative 360. Thank you, Nima.
Black excellence is not just represented among the students, this quality is also found among the staff of OB as well. One only has to walk into this teacher's classroom and you will quickly see how she serves as a role model that counters negative stereotypes about African Americans. Next up is Nima with an interview with Miss Edwards.
I'm here with one of our dedicated teachers, Miss Scott Edwards. Miss Scott Edwards, why is Black History Month so significant to you?
I see the celebration of Black history as a time to pay homage and celebrate the contributions of those who came before us. It is a time to honor the contributions of my ancestors. It is a time to reassess where I'm going in my own life, my personal objectives. It's a time to recommit and reaffirm my commitment to what I'm teaching my students in class and what I'm doing at home with my family. It is also a time to recognize the perseverance of the African mind and the spirit of the African soul. African American playwright August Wilson wrote, "The message of America is leave your Africanness outside the door." My mission is to say, claim your Africanness. The celebration of the historical achievements of African Americans in this country is in essence a reclaiming of the glory and spirit of what Africans have contributed to our great nation.
As we close out this week's episode of OBTV, we end with a final word. Black history is a positive proof of many contributions made by African Americans that have and continue to make America great.
That's right, Nicole. Black history is American history.
And at the end of the show, we will show pictures of the Headmasters Award recipients and Miss Scott Edwards reciting a poem.
And that's it for this week's show. I'm Rashid Acker.
And I am Nicole Carrasco.
We are the best because we are O'Brien.
See you after vacation.
In celebration of Black History Month, I'd like to share with you all one of my favorite poems by Nikki Giovanni entitled Ego Trippin'. There may be a reason why. I was born in the Congo. I walked to the Fertile Crescent and built the Sphinx. I designed a pyramid so tough that a star that only glows every 100 years falls into the center, giving divine, perfect light. I am bad. I sat on the throne, drinking nectar with Allah. I got hot and sent an ice age to Europe to cool my thirst. My oldest daughter is Nefertiti. The tears from my birth pains created the Nile. I am a beautiful woman. I gazed on the forest and burned out the Sahara Desert. With a packet of goat's meat and a change of clothes, I crossed it in 2 hours. I am a gazelle, so swift you can't catch me. For a birthday present when he was 3, I gave my son Hannibal an elephant. He gave me Rome for Mother's Day. My strength flows ever on. My son Noah built new ark, and I stood proudly at the helm. As we sailed on a soft summer day, I turned myself into myself and was Jesus. Men intone my loving name, all praises, all praises. I am the one who would save. I sow diamonds in my backyard. My bowels deliver uranium. The filings from my fingernails are semi-precious jewels. On a trip north, I caught a cold and blew my nose, giving oil to the Arab world. I am so hip, even my errors are correct. I sailed west to reach east and had to round off the earth as I went. The hair from my head, thinned and gold, was laid across 3 continents. I am so perfect, so divine, so ethereal, so surreal, I cannot be comprehended, except by my permission. I mean, I can fly like a bird in the sky.